It's in my pocket.
Timo Reuten and two friends from Germany practically grew up with the euro. A coffee at breakfast costs €2. Timo and his friends study European politics at the University of Maastricht. The way out of the European debt crisis is a hot topic among students here.
If you look at the US, for example, they had stimulus package of over $800 billion, and they experienced a lot of problems, and they're not coming out of the recession.
But their stimulus package went largely into banks.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with this. I mean, it's you have to see. I think in the end, it will really come down what has been said earlier, that you don't know a solution. You have different ways to solve it.
For these students, an end to the common currency is unthinkable. Especially here in Maastricht.
But it is kind of inspiring to live in the city where it all happened 20 years ago.
For me, it's actually impossible to imagine that whole Europe would fall apart, because for all my life it has been something I lived in.
It's a common sentiment here. The 12,000 students at the university and the city's 120,000 residents are cosmopolitan and international in outlook. Maastricht has long been shaped by its relations with neighboring Belgium and Germany. It's a quintessentially European city, says Ria van Velderen, who is a tour guide in Maastricht. She enjoys showing tourists why the Dutch are in favor of the euro. Like here at this coffee roastery founded 130 years ago. The owners remember what it was like here over 10 years ago under the Dutch guilder. Many of their customers here in this border region wanted to pay in their home currencies.
This was for the Belgian banknotes, and this was for Deutschmarks, and this extra slot was for the coins. That's all we needed. 8 out of 10 customers had guilders, but not the Belgians. They always paid with their francs.
Traces of the old currencies still remain.
Look here on this receipt. See, here it says 14 Dutch guilders are €6.50. That's still here from before.
But today, all the customers pay with euros. 20 years ago, the Maastricht Treaty was signed in the provincial government building here. It's still the highlight of Ria van Velderen's tour of the city. She's still as enthusiastic about the euro as ever.
There are so many tourists here, from America, from Japan, and they only need one currency.
Now negotiations are underway for a new euro treaty. If that comes about, perhaps the new treaty will also be signed here, along the River of Maas, not far from the borders of Belgium and Germany.